Right now, live at 5, executive order signed. With the stroke of a pen, Wisconsin's governor is seeking to push back the state's election.
More than 10 million Americans filed for unemployment the last 2 weeks of March. Coming up, I share some tips on how to manage your money in times of uncertainty.
Plus, the White House is preparing for the possible apex of coronavirus infections this month. Now, a new watchdog report reveals what hospitals desperately need. And the Duluth Fire Department is making more changes to its day-to-day operations to help stop the spread of COVID-19.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Here's a live look from Madison, Wisconsin, where the governor has issued an executive order to postpone the state's primary election, which was scheduled for tomorrow. Good evening, I'm Kristen Vaki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. In a last-second and historic change, Wisconsin voters will not be voting in the presidential primary tomorrow. That's after Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers signed an executive order today.
The order pushes the election date 2 months down the road, hoping to stop the spread of COVID-19. His decision coming less than 24 hours before Election Day.
CBS3's John Cardinelli is live in Superior tonight. John, what was the motive behind the governor's decision here?
Kristen, Tony, while Wisconsinites were encouraged to vote absentee, the Government Service Center here in Superior is one place that would have been open tomorrow. But Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers this afternoon said that his goal is to keep the people of his state safe. And after being urged by public health officials to move the primary election back, he did so this afternoon. His orders move Wisconsin's primary election to June 9th. This is likely Evers' final chance to delay the election. He previously said he didn't think he had the legal authority to do so, but Wisconsin Republicans are expected to challenge Evers' orders in Wisconsin Supreme Court. Republican leaders called it a constitutional overreach, adding that they support holding an in-person election tomorrow, believing there are enough precautions in place to keep poll workers and voters safe. But Evers said his decision is all in an effort to keep the community safe.
We expect more cases, we expect more deaths, we expect more tragedies. With that in mind, I cannot in good conscience allow any types of gathering that would further the spread of this disease and to put more lives at risk.
As part of Evers' order, lawmakers will be back in session tomorrow to approve holding the election on June 9th. And Evers' move is expected to face some legal challenges, which is why city clerks all across the state of Wisconsin are still encouraged to act as if there is an election tomorrow. And coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from the Superior Mayor and City Clerk and what they're expecting with all of this going on.
Certainly an unexpected twist in this one. John Cardinelli live for us in Superior tonight. Thanks, John. Meanwhile, a candidate for Wisconsin's 7th Congressional District is asking for Evers to push back that special election as well. The vote to replace former Congressman Sean Duffy is supposed to be held May 12th. But Democratic candidate Tricia Zunker is calling for both elections to be moved to mail-in elections on the same day later in the spring. Zunker is running against Republican State Senator Tom Tiffany.
At least 2 Duluth long-term care facilities are dealing with a confirmed case of COVID-19. Over the weekend, we learned Superior View Apartments and St. Anne's Assisted Living had at least 1 patient in their facilities. The news comes after the Minnesota Department of Health started naming long-term care facilities with confirmed cases. The goal is to provide as much information as possible about the spread of the virus and the populations it's hitting hardest. MDH Commissioner Jen Malcolm says this does not mean the facility is deficient or did anything wrong.
These are our most vulnerable residents, and they're feeling the brunt of this virus in terms of the health risks, the isolation that it's meaning for them, more than just about any of the rest of us. And without the care and the support of the staff who are working with them, we're going to have an additional crisis on our hands.
We'll hear from St. Anne's leaders about the next steps they're taking coming up tonight at 10. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says Minnesota has seen more reports of racism against the Asian American community during the COVID-19 pandemic. So the state set up a toll-free discrimination hotline where people can report any incidents. That phone number is listed on your screen. It's also on our website.
Top health officials in the Trump administration have likened this week to Pearl Harbor and 9/11 as the country is expected to reach the apex of the coronavirus infection soon. It comes as one federal agency watchdog releases a startling report on the preparedness of the nation's hospitals. Natalie Brandt has more details from the White House.
A troubling newly released report from the Inspector General of the Department of Health and Human Services found that hospitals dealing with the onslaught of COVID-19 patients are experiencing shortages of testing supplies, personal protective equipment, and other critical items such as IV poles, toilet paper, and linens, difficulties maintaining adequate staffing and hospital capacity, anticipated shortages of ventilators, and problems complying with inconsistent guidance from federal, state, and local officials.
That massive amount of material that we're getting in is being delivered all over the country.
President Trump also says FEMA has delivered 1,700 ventilators to several states in need. But Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is urging the president to fully invoke the Defense Production Act and appoint a senior military officer as a czar to oversee the production and distribution of critical supplies.
This is the best way. The military knows how to do these things. They know how to get thousands and thousands of materials to the right place at the right time.
On the economic front, the White House is touting the approval of more than 100,000 small business loans through the program that launched Friday. But officials are already warning they may have to ask Congress for more money.
Our job is to execute. Let's get it out. I think we're doing okay, frankly. And if we need more, we'll ask for more.
Monday, the Federal Reserve announced it will purchase small business loans under the Paycheck Protection Program, which will free up more cash for banks to continue lending. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
In a tweet, President Trump said he held a call with pharmaceutical and biotech company CEOs to discuss developments in therapeutics to fight the coronavirus.
Let's take a look at cases in our own region. Michigan has more than 17,000 cases with about 700 deaths. Minnesota is just shy of 1,000 cases with 30 deaths. Wisconsin has roughly 2,500 cases with 77 deaths. Worldwide, there are 1.3 million cases and 278,000 recoveries. And breaking news just in the last moment or so, Wisconsin's conservative Supreme Court has just ruled that Democratic Governor Tony Evers could not postpone the state's presidential primary, striking down his order to move the election to June over coronavirus outbreak fears. The court ruled 4-2 that Evers lacked the authority to move the election on his own. The decision means the election will occur as originally scheduled tomorrow. We'll have more on this coming up at 6.
All right, Caitlin Moffitt is in for Dave tonight. Caitlin, some sunshine and mild temperatures out there for a lot of us today.
Yeah, and another round of warmer temps tomorrow, but of course we have some rain headed into tomorrow morning and some thunderstorms. So I do want to take a quick look at the Doppler and Satellite. Now, right now we are under dry conditions with just mostly cloudy skies. We did see some sunshine earlier, and those clouds are starting to kind of take over, and that's going to be the remainder of tonight. We'll stay mainly dry and temperature-wise still rather mild. We're looking at 50 degrees here in Duluth with some sunshine, more sunshine in Two Harbors at 48 degrees and 55 over in Grand Rapids. We're still looking at upper 50s in northern Wisconsin as well, but clouds have taken over for most of the region, and rain is headed for the most of the region tonight into tomorrow morning. So as you head out the door tomorrow, we're looking at a 70% chance of rain chance. Thunderstorms are also possible in western Minnesota. I'll have those details, and then low 37. We'll get up to 46 by the afternoon, and then sunshine actually arrives late afternoon and warms us up back up into the 50s. So I'll have details on the timing of the rain coming up next.
Still to come on Live at 5, for the first time in 4 decades, a major festival on the Iron Range is canceled, and how the smelting season is being impacted in Wisconsin.
And tonight at 6, how the city of Hermantown is adopting a national trend to brighten spirits. We'll show you what they're doing to provide a small symbol of hope and support for the community.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app. The Garage. It's your space. Get a garage fit for all of your agricultural needs with our Farmer 40x40 garage. Store all the equipment needed to get the job done. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages. Built right, priced right.
Finally, a supplement that eases symptoms of menopause without hormones. MenoSense uses natural ingredients to balance hormone levels and ease hot flashes and night sweats.
Did you know that over 90% of today's top-rated television shows can be watched for free, including live sports, news, and the hottest sitcoms, all for free with TV Freeway Gold? Simply plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite HD broadcast television shows free. TV Freeway Gold uses premium gold-plated connectors, giving you high-quality signal transfer so you can watch all your major channels, all in high definition, absolutely free, anywhere you want it, even on your boat, so you can cut the cord and get TV the freeway with TV Freeway Gold for only $19.99 for free TV forever. But when you order now, you can get a second TV Freeway Gold for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, and we'll ship them both to you free. But you have to order now.
Call 1-800-408-5417. That's 1-800-408-5417. Or visit tvfreewaygold.com. Order now.
Find the home of your dreams with Homes by Edmunds. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Duluth's oldest real estate company. Homes by Edmunds, LLP. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on CBS3.
If you have to work from home and teach from home, then we think you should be able to pizza from home, too. Right now, get Pizza Hut's best delivery deal. Large pizzas with up to 3 toppings for just $9.99. Available for carryout or contactless delivery at pizzahut.com.
Duke was a man of few words and many songs.
Let freedom ring. Gone country. Going down till the sun comes up.
It's 102.5. Duke.
5, here's a look out on Lake Superior as we head into the evening. From a network television crew investigating on the Iron Range to a happy heart hunt in Wisconsin, we take you around the Northland city by city. Starting off in Virginia, where the land of the Loon Festival has been canceled for the first time in 4 decades. The cancellation comes as uncertainty lingers with the COVID-19 pandemic. The organizers say they are looking forward to next year. Now to Grand Rapids, where a local historian is set to be featured on Travel Channel's The Dead Files. Investigators from the network were in the Northland last fall to film the episode, which will air this Thursday. Lila Crow from the Itasca County Historical Society was one of many local historians that helped with their investigation. If you want to find out what they were investigating, well, you'll have to tune in on Thursday. Let's head over to Bayfield, Wisconsin, where the docks and beaches will remain closed as smelting season approaches. The measure is to discourage anglers from congregating during the Stay Safe at Home order. The Bay Area usually sees thousands of anglers during the smelting season. And finally, a family in Mason, Wisconsin is taking part in a nationwide Facebook challenge, the Happy Heart Hunt. They made creative heart window decorations and posted the photos to the Happy Heart Hunt Facebook group, which is encouraging people to spread love while social distancing. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it could be featured as we go around the Northland city by city.
Still to come, millions of Americans are filing for unemployment at a record pace. We'll show you how to weather the storm.
And we've got mild temperatures continuing for Tuesday. However, I am tracking some rain and a possibility of a thunderstorm Tuesday morning. Those details next.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
Do you have trouble falling asleep or wake up with a sore neck or headache? Then it's time you discovered MyPillow.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. 10 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back my pillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota. I personally guarantee that my pillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own. Take advantage of my famous offer and get 2 MyPillow premiums for one low price. Call or go to mypillow.com. Be sure to use the promo code and I'll give you free shipping.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
Your work is your name. You live by it. At Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, we take our name, our work, just as seriously. John Deere excavators, skid steers, and loaders have the compact agility and big-time ability you need to finish the job. Comfortable, affordable, and backed by a 2-year, 2,000-hour full machine warranty. Standard. In-person service calls and parts delivery keep you work ready. Our techs are highly trained and incredibly knowledgeable. Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment. We make sure the work lives up to your name.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
The 2020 Yamaha XTR editions at RJ Sport and Cycle.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTCO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
#1 for the most new country.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Jim Peralt. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
I'll be in for Dave this evening. Taking a look at tonight, the high temperatures across the region, we saw some sunshine kind of make its way out as the light rain early this morning kind of moved out of the way. And so some areas did manage to get back up into those mid-50s and some lower 40s across the North Shore. Now, we do have that lake breeze that comes into play a lot of times for the North Shore. So that's going to keep things on the cooler side, but still rather mild right now. We still have some upper 40s and some low 50s down to the south. Doppler and Satellite right now, we're under those cloudy skies. Clouds have taken over for most of the region in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the UP. Some lingering showers moved out of the Marquette area, and we're in for another round of rain showers and some thunderstorms tonight into tomorrow morning. So the SPC outlook actually has a marginal risk placed just outside of the Brainerd area, so more so central and western Minnesota could see the higher chance of those thunderstorms. And if anything from those thunderstorms could be small hail. For the rest of the region, as we're in that light green area, that's just a potential for a few rumbles of thunder as the rain moves through tomorrow morning. It's going to be moving through pretty early tomorrow morning. So tonight at midnight, you'll notice the rain starts to move into the region. International Falls, Duluth, and Bemidji, and you'll see that darker shaded area with some yellow. Those are the more intensive rain showers or thunderstorms, so to say, as it moves through the region. Comes across Duluth by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Just some steady rain showers and into northern Wisconsin, but it's not a long-lasting system. It moves out of the region. And take a look at these temperatures. They actually climb really nicely, 57 by 4 o'clock, down in the cities near 70, back under those sunny skies. So another quick moving system with just a little bit more rain and some possibility of thunder. Wednesday morning, a few clouds move in as we head of another shortwave system by Wednesday afternoon. That brings in yet another round of chance, just a light chance for some wintry mix and some light rain. So taking a look at tonight's forecast, we're looking at those mostly cloudy skies, but rain will start to move in for those areas in northern and western Minnesota. Temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 30s to low 40s, so it's going to be very mild, and those mild temps are going to create some instability tomorrow morning. 43 in northern Wisconsin, 40 across the South Shore, and 39 in Superior. For tomorrow's highs, we're jumped back up to those mid-50s, some low 60s. Now, that's once the rain moves out. The sun will allow for those temps to kind of jump back up to where they were today. Few degrees warmer, though, in some spots. Northern Minnesota, 53 up on the hill, 45 down here by the lake, and 52 across the border. 7-day forecast, looking at 53 degrees tomorrow, but we will be waking up to some showers and a few thunderstorms, especially in our western counties in Minnesota. Wednesday, we see another round of some mix into Thursday as well, as that cold front kind of comes through Wednesday into Thursday. So it does cool things off a little bit Wednesday into Thursday in terms of temperature-wise, you'll notice. But then the sun comes back out for Friday, and temperatures kind of hover around the low 40s, upper 30s. So pretty seasonable for April. And, of course, it's April, so we're going to see a lot of rain showers throughout the region.
All right, thanks, Caitlin. Unemployment is skyrocketing as businesses across the country continue shutting down. According to the Department of Labor, more than 10 million Americans filed for unemployment the last 2 weeks of March alone. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez explains how you can weather the storm.
More than 270,000 people just in Minnesota are among those 10 million Americans that applied for unemployment benefits. Barry Bigelow from Great Waters Financial says this is only the beginning, but he has some tips to help keep you afloat during times of uncertainty. Number 1, adjust your budget. Write out your new budget. List all your expenses, including fixed expenses, then determine how much income you have coming in. Bigelow says this might include your unemployment benefits, your spouse's paycheck, and any severance you may have received from your employer. From there, it's important to make some financial cuts. Number 2, review your savings. For those who are still getting a paycheck, Bigelow says if you have the ability to put additional money away, you should do it. Number 3, stay on top of your communication. Before taking any form of debt, research other options. You might also try negotiating some of your current bills to avoid taking out a loan. Call your credit card company or landlord. Explain your situation and see if there are options to delay payment. Bigelow also said not to undervalue lending a hand to your neighbor if you can.
If you are one of the fortunate few and you see somebody that needs a hand, I would recommend helping them, because that's only going to build a better community, and it's only going to build a better economy where people get back to work sooner.
Bigelow also says you might get additional relief if you do qualify for unemployment assistance, also from that stimulus check that many Americans around the country are expected to get if they do qualify within the next couple of weeks.
All right, thanks, Leanne. Meanwhile, $6 million in grant money is now available for Minnesota veterans impacted by COVID-19. The state will begin accepting applications for the $1,000 grants today. You can check out our website for more information on how to apply, as well as other money-saving tips.
All right, it's definitely my favorite part of the show here, where we talk about pets. Today's adoptable pet is an adorable cat coming to us from the Northwoods Humane Society. This is Hugo. He's 1 year old. He's a big, handsome Maine Coon mix with a big personality to match. Hugo prefers to be the only pet in the house. He has a fluffy black mane that needs a lot of attention, but he doesn't mind being brushed. He's quiet, but has a big heart. Hugo is ready to be adopted by appointment from the Humane Society and is already neutered, chipped, and vaccinated. If you're interested in Hugo, you can call the number on your screen to schedule an appointment.
Still to come, how the Duluth Fire Department is making changes to slow the spread of COVID-19.
Jim Pearl Construction has been awarded the title of Authorized Replacement Contractor by the Marvin Window and Door Company. This entitles us to give better pricing and longer warranties on Marvin's high-quality windows and doors. We are the only authorized replacement contractor in the Northland. This caps off our 49 years of being your professional, dependable, and honest home improvement contractor. Please call us for any of your home improvement needs.
Don't risk life or limb cleaning out your gutters. With one simple click or call, Gutter Helmet will provide a free inspection and estimate to eliminate the dangerous chore permanently. Our certified installers will clean out, tune up, install Gutter Helmet over new or existing gutters, and clean up the work area in less than a day. Gutter Helmet blends in beautifully with your home, is engineered to handle the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty, assuring you'll never clean your gutters again. Gutter Helmet, retiring ladders since 1981.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Vaping has been declared a national epidemic among youth. 1 in 3 high schoolers vape in northeastern Minnesota.
My child started having seizures from vaping. There's still so many unknown chemicals.
One vape cartridge has as much nicotine as at least 2 packs of cigarettes.
My child was hospitalized with severe lung injuries.
They said it was no big deal.
My child said it was no risk.
That it was under control.
That's what my child said. But what could I have said? Get the facts and talk to your child today.
The coronavirus story continues to change, both around the world and here at home. We know you have questions and concerns. At Live Local CBS3, our focus is to keep you informed and up to date on the evolving COVID-19 virus story. We'll continue to talk to healthcare professionals to get the information you need to know. Focused on bringing you facts, not fear. That's our promise. We're Live Local CBS3. Local for a reason.
Kelly Hinseth takes her job at full throttle. There's no slowing down. She's full of enthusiasm.
Kelly brings a youthful exuberance to the newscast. She's loaded with energy. She's really passionate about sports.
I think even if you're not interested in sports, she draws you in.
She's always up and ready to go and ready to show us the latest in sports.
Get to know Kelly Hinseth weekday nights on live local CBS3.
What is the 2020 census? Every 10 years, the census records everyone living in this country. It's written in the Constitution and comes in a questionnaire that counts everyone who lives at your address on April 1st. The data can be used to inform funding for services like fire stations, schools, clinics, and representation that affect your community. Shape your future. Start here. Visit 2020census.gov.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on live local CBS3.
It is spring break week for Duluth students, and while online learning is on hold, so are the free breakfasts and lunches the school district had been handing out to kids in need during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, several organizations have stepped up to make sure no kids go hungry. The Boys and Girls Club of the Northland, Equilibrium, and the Salvation Army are handing out a week's worth of groceries to kids. They're also offering free meals every day this week. Organizers say they're happy to help bridge this gap.
It's good that we're still taking care of each other. Like, yeah, we should have systems in place to make sure everyone's getting fed, and it's really important that we are all stepping up to make sure our neighbors are being taken care of.
Fresh tomato.
Organizers say this would not have been possible without help from local churches and donations from businesses. For more information on when and where you can get one of these meals, head on over to our website.
The Duluth Fire Department is making more changes to its day-to-day operation to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Fire Chief Sean Creuset says that includes how they respond to medical calls. He says the first crew on the scene begins treating the patient. Then other responding departments wait outside until they're asked to enter. 911 dispatch is also asking more in-depth questions when taking emergency calls, hoping to learn if the caller has COVID-19 symptoms. Creuset says firefighters are using this information to determine how much protective equipment they'll need to wear when responding to calls.
We will definitely step up to the maximum level of our personal protective equipment if we have any of that information that would tell us that this person is possibly symptomatic.
Creuset also said firefighters can no longer alternate between stations when changing shifts. They've also been cleaning a lot more.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, America now surpasses 10,000 deaths. Then why is the governor of New York hopeful the spread is slowing? Plus our interview with the Surgeon General. Where will the next hotspots be and which population is disproportionately affected? Plus, we look at a COVID-19 antibody test that could hold the key to getting America back to work. That's all tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
You gotta feel it to believe it. Get Extreme Internet starting at $19.99 a month for 1 year. With fantastic speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Dynamic streaming video, so real you can feel it. Amplified in-home Wi-Fi and all the power you need to power it all. Get Extreme Internet starting at $19.99 a month for 1 year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Our shower was like 20 years old and it was just in the worst condition. We had a new shower put in and it was acrylic and there's hardly any cleaning compared to the other one. We decided to call Bath Planet and Wayne did contact us and he made sure that it was a good time for us.
He came here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Job was done by 4 o'clock.
I'm so glad that we chose Bath Planet.
For a free estimate, call Bath Planet today at 218-228-0435.
The balances on your credit cards are worse than your yoga poses.
It's going to be a stretch to make those payments.
Call Consolidated Credit. They can lower your interest rates to get you out of debt fast without destroying your credit. The program works. Call Consolidated Credit. Call
1-800-322-8269. 1-800-322-8269.
If you have to work from home and teach from home, then we think you should be able to pizza from home, too. Right now, get Pizza Hut's best delivery deal. Large pizzas with up to 3 toppings for just $9.99. Available for carryout or contactless delivery at pizzahut.com.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Superior Street, where work has begun on Phase 3 of the reconstruction project. Now let's take a look at some of today's top stories and what's coming up tonight. Wisconsin's conservative Supreme Court has ruled that Democratic Governor Tony Evers could not postpone the state's presidential primary, striking down his order to move the election to June over coronavirus outbreak fears. The court ruled 4-2 that Evers lacked the authority to move the election on his own. The decision means the election will occur as originally scheduled tomorrow.
And tonight at 6, how Hermantown is joining other communities across the country for the Be the Light movement. The city will turn on lights at Fickner Field for 20 minutes and 20 seconds at 8:20 p.m. tonight and every Monday throughout April and May. We'll tell you why they're doing it tonight at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.